Being autistic means that I often might speak truths that most people spend their whole lives trying to avoid. I don't perform, I don't twist reality to make myself feel better. I just say the thing, even when it's hard. In fact, especially when it's hard. Because I personally would rather face an ugly truth than live a beautiful lie. But I also get that not everybody is built like that. I've learned over time and with compassion that people don't necessarily lie to be untruthful, they lie to survive. They lie to distort the truth to protect their own self image. Not always consciously, but still, the truth is getting bent. And here's what that looks like in real life, in particular in Britain. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. No, no, you're not. You're projecting your judgment and calling it objective, not subjective. You assume that other people think like you because it's safer than considering that your viewpoint might be narrow or rooted in unprocessed fear or shame. That is just the way that things are, though. This phrase gets tossed around like gospel in the UK, but often it's just dressed as realism. A socially acceptable way of avoiding responsibility or deeper introspection. I just crack on, mate. No point in going over the past. We wear emotional suppression like a badge of honour here, but cracking on without reflection is just emotional bypassing, and you end up carrying what you refuse to unpack anyway. But again, nobody's willing to admit that. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Sometimes true, but often it's used prematurely to end a conversation that might lead to growth, accountability, or vulnerability. Well, I just say it like it is. Saying it like it is not a flex that people think it is, especially when it's used to excuse insensitivity or the refusal to evolve or take accountability. I get it. Owning the truth can feel like standing naked in the cold, but pretending costs way more than the truth ever will, because the moment that you distort your reality to make it easier to digest for you, you lose the chance to connect and you lose the chance to grow. Self-honesty is painful, but it's also peaceful. It's the moment that you say, yes, I did that. Yes, my intentions weren't good. Yes, I was scared. Yes, I can do better. At this point in life, I don't want people around me who need to be right more than they need to be real. I don't need perfect people. I just need honest ones. The ones who don't hide from themselves, the ones who meet the reflection head on and say, okay, it's time for me to do the work. It's time for me to do better. Because that is where freedom actually lives. In the raw, uncomfortable, and unfiltered truth. But if you're not ready to go there, listen, I still care about you, but just from a distance. You need to sit at the table that you're at, in the life and the space that you're at, and I will sit at mine.